So as you guys can see, this brother, Megan Good's ex, we just gonna call him Megan Good's ex, all right? Then came out and started saying stuff. Now I think people like this should be hurt or feeling some type of way about the situation. Two things can be true. He could, be telling the truth about this, but I think it's a little bitterness behind this. But we're gonna let him cook.
I stood at the edge looking down into the raging water below, and I was presented with a Shakespearean dilemma: to jump or not to jump. That is the question. As I stood there pondering the question, the irony of this dilemma wasn't lost on me, because I had just asked myself a very similar question as it related to my marriage. You see, a few months prior to Costa Rica, I was faced with the question: to jump or not to jump out of my marriage. Now, when I say jump, let's just be clear about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the D word, divorce. I was struggling with the question: to divorce or not to divorce.
Why?
Even thinking of the question was terrifying. Even having the thought put me in a state of disbelief and absolute fear. I never thought that I would contemplate it. Better yet, I never thought that I would even do it, but now I'm at the edge of considering it. And I knew if I were to do it, it would cost me everything. It would mean acknowledging myself in many ways as a failure. It would mean the sacrifice in death. I got on one dating app, I said, Lord, bless my swipe, bless my swipe. I got on another one, I said, Jesus, take the app, please help me. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are more than 133.5 million people in the U.S. who identify as single. And now they could add one more to the tally. Now, I wasn't looking for marriage. I was just looking to explore and just have a good time and enjoy myself. And someone said, Devon, be careful, because these dating streets are ugly. I said, ugly? They said, ugly. They said, I don't know what you're going to do, brother. I said, me neither. But I got Jesus, a therapist, and unlimited data. So we're going to figure it out. Now, listen, y'all, I had not dated in 10 years, okay? So admittedly, I was a little rusty. So the first dating situation out of the gate, this is a true story, I got ghost fished. I was ghosted and catfished at the same time. I was talking to a woman on Snapchat for 4 or 5 months that I never saw. And then I realized, wait a minute, I haven't seen you. She didn't want to be seen, so okay, I had to move on. All right, let me move on. Let me keep going. A thirst trap is basically a scantily clad or suggested picture someone posts with the intention of attracting attention from the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on what they're into. Now, here's the thing. This was the same thirst trap that trapped my thirst, so I was highly aware of what the trap was because it was a very effective trapper of thirst. So I said to her, I said, hey, obviously it's your page. I just have a question. Can I ask a question? That picture that you have pinned, top row, center slot, would you say that's a thirst trap? And she laughs and she says, well, yeah, it's a little thirst trappy. I said, well, you've already trapped my thirst. Are you still thirsty? Oh man, she went quiet. Like iPhone on do not disturb quiet. I just found it very interesting that I'm out here decluttering my DMs like a good boy, per her request. And meanwhile, she's got the storefront looking like buy one, slide in free. Okay, but you know how it goes in dating, right? We see a red flag, and instead of acknowledging that it's red, we...
No. I'm not gonna let that one slide, brother. I'm not gonna let that one slide. No, when you see a red flag, you address it right then and there, and you don't beat around the bush about it. Listen, I'm not gonna be mean, but I'm gonna be direct. Like, this is the issue with dating. You tell me you wait on up until y'all are married. I don't know if it's months, years, weeks, or whatever that went past. You are already well aware of that because you say that's how she got you. She caught you slipping. Address that right then and there. If she has an issue with it, then y'all already, we don't even need to go down this doggone long road. Listen, I understand. Meg does look good. Cool. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Do what you got to do, and then address it. No, but respectfully though, like all jokes aside, if you have an issue with somebody, anybody, I don't give a damn who it is, male or female, address it in a respectful manner. Hey, um, so you got some pictures up on Instagram that I think is a little bit too much revealing for me. Now, before we get to the point where we're being in a relationship, I just want to let you know how I'm moving. My girl ain't gonna be out here like that. So if this a problem, if you don't want to take it down or what, I'm not saying give me an ultimatum, but butcher my words. It's like this: if you gonna be with me, again, y'all change the wording around a little bit, then this is how you need to behave and carry yourself. Because I'm a preacher, or I got a certain type of following, and I don't want my message or whatever to fall by the wayside, or people to attack you because of the type of person that I am. And with this guy being a man of God, and we all know, if you out here like a dog on 304, or you're wearing something that you shouldn't be wearing, Jamal Bryant and his wife, then people are listen, that's going to make headlines. And so that's a part of you protecting whoever is going to be in your circle. I need to prep you and prepare you for that. If you looking to be around me long term, then I need to make sure that we're on the same wavelength. All right? We're here. If we not, cool. Listen, I'm not going to force anybody to stay here. I'm not going to force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But you need to know and understand, like, listen, inside of these walls, around in this circle, you can either get with the program or you can go about your bit respectfully. I'm not going to, again, have any ill will towards you. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be evil about it. But I am going to be stern. And I am going to be direct. If you want to be out here and post those, ain't going to be no relationship. That damn sure ain't going to be no marriage. All right? We can kick it. But I'm not about to be out here being seen with somebody that's moving like that. Is this your girl? That's you? Nah, we just chilling. What? Yeah, I told you from the jump what it is. Don't think that I'm about to claim you when you're not out here moving like you should be moving. Again, that goes back into the line of protection. You cannot protect somebody that's out here moving how they want to move. It just don't happen that way. It don't work like that. Most people want their cake and eat it. No, ma'am. No ham, no cheese, no turkey. You ain't gonna do that over here. You're more than welcome to do it over there. If Jonathan cool with you behaving and moving like that, go get you a Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? But the issue that I have with brothers like this, all right, because there is an issue, is you're tiptoeing around it. Stop tiptoeing. If this is something that you don't approve of, and you done already thought, you already said, to be or not to be, jump or not, whatever. You already done thought this thing through. And I know preachers are really, really good at thinking quick on their feet. Like, you done already had this conversation with yourself. And so you should have already formed it in your doggone head. So when it came out, I'm not going to tiptoe out about it. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be direct with you. And again, this should have happened before the marriage, but unfortunately it didn't. They didn't have children, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to bring children into, this type of dynamic. But, yeah, man, stop tiptoeing. Y'all got to stop doing that, man. Stop tiptoeing. Stop tiptoeing out of there. Because I guarantee you, when you move like that, you're going to still end up losing. So you might as well go ahead and be direct. Hate it or love it, man. Hate it or love it. If you want to step outside this relationship because, cool. Now I know and I understand where I lie, and you understand where you lie. We good. We gonna go on about our doggone business. No hard feelings. Peace. Come on, man. But y'all let me know. What do you guys think down in the comments, man? Listen, I know a lot of y'all out there be simping, and you gonna do whatever, say whatever to stay around for as long as you can, especially with a young lady that maybe look a certain type of way or got some nice features about us. I understand. I understand. But listen, you in a lose-lose situation. I have never seen brothers get out of that relationship or whatever and be good. They be all jacked up, man, because you done sacrificed your doggone masculinity and everything else for some buns. Good job. Drop it down in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what you guys think, all right?
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad was you know they roll.